Welcome back everyone for an all-girls, all-valley Cobra Kai Season 4 watch party. The tournament is on and the stakes have never been higher. Oh damn, this is intense. If the new Miyagi-Do Eagle Fang Dojo can win the tournament, Kreese will leave forever. But if Cobra Kai wins the tournament, well, I don't know. Something will happen, I guess. It wasn't very clear. Either way, there will be another all-valley tournament. It is on. Season 4 will be the build-up to this tournament. At this point, the All-Valley is very familiar. We've been here so many times we feel comfortable. But there is one key difference to this tournament than there was in Season 1, or even the original movies. The girls are getting involved. With the fate of Karate in the Valley at stake, you know both Sam and Tory will be fighting for their respective dojos. Or will they? There's a few important points we should look at first. First off, the All-Valley tournament is not co-ed. It is a boys-only tournament. I mean, you knew that from looking around, right? Actually, Aisha was the first girl to ever fight in the All-Valley. An early version of the script actually had a short scene addressing it. In it, Ron tells Aisha she can't compete because the tournament doesn't allow girls. Aisha protests, but he insists this is the rule. Aisha pushes past him and says she isn't going to let a man with a vagina on his face tell her what she can do. That was that. It's also worth noting when Aisha said,
"You could definitely use another girl out there,"
she was specifically referring to the All-Valley tournament, and clearly Sam was thinking about it. But it is worth noting the rule has never officially been changed, and this could come up at some point in the season. Perhaps after such brutal fights and injuries, a nervous All-Valley board will want to clarify the tournament is for boys only. You see, it's for everyone's safety. We don't want people to get hurt, you know? Now you would expect Daniel to yell,
"Alright, this is horse shit."
Desperate to get his daughter in the tournament and have the best chance to win, he thinks the ban on girls should be lifted and both sexes be allowed to fight. Except what if he doesn't? You expect Sensei Daniel, or the Destroy Cobra Kai Daniel, well what if Daddy Daniel wins out? I'm being serious. Over the past year, he will have seen his daughter get into some pretty nasty fights, and it's definitely left some scars. You can imagine these moments are very fresh on his mind. Plus, if history is any guide, there will likely be rumbles and fights before the All-Valley happens. What if Sam gets caught up in one of these, or finds herself a target by a quiver of ne'er-do-wells in Cobra Kai? If Sam is specifically targeted for attack because she is one of the top students, we could see Daniel's dad mode kick in. Maybe if it is clear she can't compete, the Cobras won't attack her and she won't get hurt. Would Daniel do something like that? He would make sure his own daughter can't compete in the All-Valley tournament so she won't get hurt. Well, maybe? The real key may be her or any girl getting hurt and injured during That is an interesting point. Apparently they never signed waivers for the city before. That doesn't mean liability disappears. Instead, it means liability falls onto the All-Valley Committee and organization. They would have to have insurance to cover it. So with the liability shifted from the city to the organization itself, would the All-Valley board want to take steps to minimize kids getting injured? Their insurance may even demand it. Remember, who is most likely to get injured in a fight?
Right, I'm just saying women aren't meant to fight. They have tiny hollow bones.
Perhaps in an ironic twist of fate, by saving the All-Valley, Miguel and Sam sealed the fate of a possible co-ed tournament. The board can't handle the liability of a girl getting injured while fighting a boy. Granted, it seems somewhat unlikely that would last. Like maybe it's a story arc for one episode, but would we really get to the finale and Sam can't even fight? What if they decide to just add a second girls division to the All-Valley? That would be a very realistic solution to the problem. Most tournaments have separate boys and girls divisions. Now what about Tory? Certainly all the fans are excited to see her in the All-Valley. A rematch with Sam, this time in a tournament, is in your imagination. Except it may not happen. There's a few points to consider. First off, she may not even be eligible. As I said in my Tory video from several months back, we got a brief glimpse of her introduction in the script from Sholo. In that, we saw that when she came onto the scene in Season 2, she was already 17. That was in early July. So if her birthday is anywhere before May 18th, she'll turn 18 and be ineligible. Now we can assume she's not 18 yet, as she's talking about going to juvie, but she may simply age out of the tournament before it happens. Likewise, I think Tory's mom may die in Season 4, and if that happens, the shock and after effects could force her to drop out of the tournament. Although admittedly, you would expect Tory to channel a tragedy into anger and fight harder. There's one other reason Tory may not compete in the All Valley. Simply, she may agree to skip it. Now that sounds a little strange, so let me explain. Basically, Tory is on probation, right? So you can be pretty sure that little stunt she pulled at the LaRusso house won't go over well with her probation officer. There aren't many ways to reasonably see how she can avoid having her probation revoked. One possibility is Daniel tells her to forgo the All Valley in exchange for them not reporting the home invasion. That may be a little bit of a stretch, but you can imagine Miguel, who knows her personal life, may ask them not to report it. So in essence, the LaRussos are doing it as a favor to Miguel, but I think Daniel would extract a commitment from Tory out of it. She agrees not to compete. I will go further into such a scene later, so be sure you're subscribed when those Season 4 theories come up. The broader point here is there's several reasons why either Sam or Tory, or both, may not compete in the All Valley. That certainly is a bit of a letdown, but there could be some reasonable story reasons. In 2 seasons together, they've had 2 face-offs. Maybe it would make sense story-wise for them to take a season off, so to speak. That's what Miguel and Robbie had in Season 3, so why not Sam and Tory? Plus, I think there would be a certain anticlimax if they face off and it's not the final championship round. Now, certainly some people would say, what if the championship round is between Sam and Tory? I mean, why not? It would be a nice twist, subvert our expectations for the tournament, and after all, this is a show about karate, so they should be doing some karate. I get the line of thinking, and on some level there's merit to it. Now, if you look at the nature of their rivalry, I don't think it's something that will be solved at the All Valley, or at least it would feel very different. They've always had a more real, more brutal rivalry. Weirdly, a fight at the All Valley, whether it's the championship round or even a 3rd place match, would feel like a bit of a step down. Isn't it hard to imagine Tory just fighting for points? In fact, you almost feel like whoever won, the other would say it doesn't mean anything, this isn't over. That said, I have no idea who would win the fight. The easy answer is whoever the plot requires, and I think that's mostly the case. There's definitely a lot of baggage to unpack, but I feel like it would be anticlimax. Whatever happens in Season 4 needs to heighten this competitive rivalry in regards to the All Valley. For what it's worth, I always thought if Sam and Tory fought in a tournament setting, it wouldn't be at the All Valley. They're better suited to fight in an MMA-style cage match. Full contact, very few rules. It's closer to how their fights have gone thus far. It would be the tournament fight in later seasons when they're both 18, but that isn't now, so it's not important. One other consideration is what happens if Aisha shows up? While she wasn't in Season 3, there's always the possibility she shows up in Season 4. I like the idea she was off training at Topanga Karate with Xander Stone, while everyone else was in the karate war. While I don't think Aisha would win the tournament, her most interesting face-off would be her and Samantha. Mostly because I think Sam would throw the fight, or at least she would try to throw the fight because she feels bad for Aisha and wants Aisha to win. That of course would piss Aisha off even more, and it could get a little heated. While you would think Sam would ultimately win the match, there's a lot of reasons why story-wise it could go the other way, especially if she tries to throw it. Do you think the girls will fight in the All Valley? How will they do? Leave a comment and let me know. Check out my subscribe star if you want to support the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you at the next watch party.